So you clicked on my video about Rangers. I definitely have a lot more videos about Rangers. As you'll see upcoming, you'll see a lot of links in the corner here. Definitely click on those if you like Rangers. And definitely subscribe. A lot of my viewers are not subscribed, so definitely hit that subscribe button below while you're watching the video, and I would appreciate it if you did that. That'd be great. Thanks, guys. Hi guys, welcome to the Wisco Guys, and today's video is going to be about the top 5 things I love about my Ranger. So if you haven't watched my videos, I have not recently, but I bought this vehicle back in December of 2019 when the rebates were really big, and I haven't regretted it at all. So I'm gonna go through those 5 features that I like, or 5 features that I love, and just go through them and we'll talk about them. Alrighty, so the number 1 item on this list that I love about my vehicle, we're gonna have to pop the hood for. And it is this right here, the 2.0 EcoBoost 4-cylinder. Now a lot of people think they need, you know, a V6 or even a V8 in one of these trucks. I am telling you right now, you don't need it. With me driving this vehicle for the last 5,000 miles, I haven't had any complaints about this truck. Engine wise, you know, power wise, everything like that. And I'm gonna include the 10-speed transmission on this one too, just for the fact that, you know, a big part of how this engine delivers power is the 10-speed handles it, knows what to do with it, and puts it to the ground when it needs to all the time. So with the 10-speed, it always knows what gear it needs to go into, especially when you put it in a sport mode. It just hangs gears, knows where you want to be, knows how you want to rev it out, and just does a really good job at that. So this engine combined with the 10-speed is number 1 on my list of things I love about this truck, the 2019 Ford Ranger. Alrighty guys, like I said, I love this drivetrain. I love the engine, I love the transmission, and I'll just show you kind of just a pull of what it can do. You know, just do a pull, you know, from a little bit of a roll to whatever we're gonna do. So we'll get it on speedometer. Alrighty, so we'll probably go like 10 mile an hour maybe. I just boot it. That's pretty quick. I mean, for, you know, mid-size pickup, it is the fastest in its class, so it's the one thing why I like the drivetrain. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I love this truck. So alrighty guys, back to me talking in the parking lot. So another thing I forgot to mention, you know, I'm talking underneath the hood here. I forgot to mention the EcoBoost engine has 270 horsepower and 315 foot-pounds of torque. You can definitely really feel that. So just something I wanted to add. But yeah, back to me underneath the hood. So the next thing on my list, number 2, is the 5-foot bed. The pickup bed in this truck, this is the main reason why I got a pickup truck. It's just, I mean, it's a 5-foot bed, but it does what I need it to do. It really works for what I want. I mean, I've hauled, you know, rocks have been hauled in here. The, you know, dirt, we've hauled dirt in here. I've hauled tires in here, I've hauled rims, I've hauled, you know, just a ton of stuff. And I mean, I use it. There's a dent in there, you know, hauled bikes, whatever. But it's one thing I love about this truck, you know, is you can haul pretty much anything you want. If you can't, you know, pretty much just get a trailer and tow it, but I haven't had to do that yet. So Everything I've needed to haul, I've hauled. So that is number 2. This pickup bed is probably the best part about the truck, because it is a pickup. So, but yeah, that's number 2 on my list. So number 3, the third thing I love about my 2019 Ford Ranger, and I'm a little biased on this one because it can be different for anybody else, but for me, is the lightning blue on this truck. I don't know what it is, but like, you know, it in some light it looks dark, in some light it looks bright. You know, it just, you walk, I mean, you get into the sun and it just kind of does what it wants, and then you get into the shade and it darkens up. I don't know if it's just the run they did on these Rangers that are different, because I've seen F-150s and they're not quite as dark as this one, but yeah, definitely the lightning blue with the sport package, and what that gives you is the magnetic trim and bumpers and wheels on the Ranger. So that is the third thing I love about this truck, is just the colorway on this thing, especially with the silver you get on the front bumper on the lower part there. You know, somewhat makes it look like an XF4, but it's not. So, but you just get that, you know, sporty looking truck. You know, that feeling of like, okay, this truck looks really good. So, yeah, that's the third thing I love about this truck, is the color. It's just, I had to have it when I got it. It was just one of those things I just had to have it. So, the dealer that I work for actually dealer traded it for me just because I wanted blue. I had the chance to go with magnetic, and I actually saw it in the shop the other day, the exact truck that they were, you know, I was looking at and they had on the lot. And I'm glad I went with blue, because the magnetic doesn't look as good, you know, not, you know, when it's dirty, you know what I mean? Like, this is like somewhat dirty and it still looks, you know, still looks pretty good. So yeah, I'm happy with that. That's like one of my favorite things about the truck. So number 4 is a little bit, I don't know, different for most people as they own the vehicle. You know, some people get better, some people get worse. But we'll hop into the truck and I'll show you what I'm looking at here. So number 4 is the gas mileage on this vehicle. The gas mileage is, right now I'm getting, I think we're getting 22.7 on that trip, and then trip 2 we're getting 22.9 average, and that's 730 miles. So that's 730 miles there on trip 2, and trip 1 is, you know, just under 1600, and I'm at 22.7. Average since I've gotten the truck, and mind you, I got this truck like in mid-December, late December, so I haven't reset this at all. And the overall span of me having this truck, and remind you, I remote start every morning in the winter. Sometimes I remote start after work when it's hot and I want the AC rolling. I want to get in my truck and just relax in the AC. But it is 20.8. So my number 4 thing I love about this truck is the gas mileage. Now, some people say, you know, it's not that good for a 4-cylinder. Well, it kind of is in a truck, 4-wheel drive, crew cab with a bed, and it's not all aluminum. So I mean, it's just one of those things where, you know, it is what it is, and I'm happy with it. I will put in a little picture I took. I did take a trip, about exactly 100-mile trip, to a buddy's house from where I live, and reset the trip from work. And I pretty much just feather footed it the whole way down there. Speed limit, you know, didn't go above 70 at one point. The speed limit was 70, didn't go over 70. I mean, that's the fastest I went. And you guys can see, I mean, 28.2 miles to the gallon is pretty good. I think that's what I got. I'll have to check the picture when I'm editing this. I'm happy with that. No problems. That's pretty good. I mean, the best I ever get in my Focus ST was probably around 33 on the highway, just straight highway. So to get 5 miles a gallon less in a, you know, a pickup truck, it's not bad. I'm happy with it. So that's number 4 is the gas mileage. So number 5 on the list. Now this is pretty much Ford's. They have this in every vehicle. I'm gonna start the truck because it's hot out. I think it's 90 degrees right now and I'm in the sun. So number 5 is the Sync 3 system. Now, you know, a lot of modern cars have this already, but when you plug in your phone, you can Android Auto. That's what it is. Yeah, Android Auto, and you get you know, pretty much GPS on your truck. I mean, that's awesome right there. You know, you link your phone, play your music, all that, take your calls. It's just, and it works seamless. Like, I haven't had any trouble with this infotainment system from Ford, and I'm really impressed with it. Me coming from a Ford Focus ST1 package, I almost wish I would have got an ST2 package just to have the Sync 3. You know, a lot of people said they've had complaints on it. I love it. It works great. So that's definitely number 5 on my list. Pretty much it. I mean, I love this truck. I say it just about every day. Like, you know, people ask. I see people all the time at work. You know, people always ask about the Ranger, and I just tell them. I tell them exactly. I love this truck. It's the best truck vehicle I've ever bought or have bought, and you know, I actually try to convince people to buy one themselves. You know, a lot of people think they need the, you know, the full-size truck, and I need this, I need that. These trucks are about the same size as, you know, the ones from the mid 90s. So you know, length and width wise. So I don't know why people think they need a big truck. I mean, these things are huge compared to, you know, a regular Ranger. I've parked next to an old Ranger, you know, and it's been, you know, it was 2011 was the last year of that old style Ranger, and these things are way bigger. So, but that's, you know, if you're thinking about buying one of these trucks, I say definitely do it. It's a huge upgrade from an old Ranger, and it's a huge upgrade from a Toyota Tacoma. I think I've driven Toyota Tacomas. Actually was looking at buying one before I bought my Ranger, and it was just, it didn't feel right. It felt old. The brakes were people complain about brakes on these things. The brakes were way worse in a Toyota Tacoma than these things. You know, there is a little bit of dead spot in these until you hit a certain point, you know, in the pedal, but it just, I don't know, the Tacomas were bad. It was almost like the pedal went to the floor. And I test drove 2 of them that we had on our lot, and it just wasn't for me. So I'm glad I held out for a Ranger. So that's my conclusion on the top 5 things I love about my Ranger. If you're definitely looking at getting one, definitely, you know, if there's any 19s left out there, hop on them. I know right now the car market is crazy, especially with used vehicles. If you find a used Ranger for a decent price, hop on it, because I guarantee it's not going to last within a week. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Definitely subscribe if you like the video. You know, a lot of my people that watch the videos are not subscribed, so definitely hit that subscribe button, and definitely leave a comment below if you're thinking about buying one or have one. Tell me what you like about your Ranger. Tell me what you love about it. Tell me, you know, you can even tell me what you don't like about it. You know, I might even have a video on that too. There's not much that I don't like about this truck though, so that might be a really short video. But either way, thanks for watching, guys. You have a good night or day or whatever you're having. Good weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Definitely subscribe though. Thanks, guys. Bye.